American militias, yo, they seem to be rising at an all-time rate. Is that alerting anybody else but me? Yo, the militias just seem to be so current. They seem to be so, what's the word I want to say? They just seem to be springing up like damn daffodils in the springtime. Like, what is this sudden blossom of the American militia person? Male, female, young, old, all of a sudden they all feel as if it's their absolute right to take up arms and suddenly change what's going on. Yo, don't you realize y'all look like the crazies? Yo, if you're sitting there strapped up everywhere you go, and you're like, yo, people are going to get hurt, this country's going to... By whom? Yo, when all this talk seems to happen and people seem to be feeling as if someone's going to get hurt, by whom? Who doing that shit? You doing that shit? Since when? Why is it the American militias seems like their main focus is to cause damage and destruction? Let me know where they're trying to uphold peace. Fam, all I know about like guns and the service and the service of being in the militia, all I know is that bullet ain't got no names. Bullet got no names. That bitch ricochets. They made shit already too hard just to stop a bullet. It kicks the bullet off. It ricochets. Someone else gets hit. Yo, you know how many accidental targets there are probably every goddamn day? It's crazy. I didn't mean for that to go off. Now you got a limp. It was an accidental shot. I actually wasn't even at the range. He just happened to fire one off to the side, bounced off of a stop sign, hit me in the leg. Now I stopped running. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the progress. That was a really dark joke. It got really dark at the end with the stopped running part. Holy shit. And like, that's the funny part, is even if you could amputate the leg and even run faster. I'm trying to think of a last name. What would you call a person, like a guy who's at the half a leg? Good old half a leg. He's the fastest one on the track. He's got a 30-second 40. Yo, that's a terrible time. 30-second 40-meter dash. That's a terrible time. He's got a 30-second 40. Slowest man on the goddamn track. That's so fucked up. I shouldn't be joking about amputees. Well, now due to karma, I'm going to lose a leg. You could joke about whatever you want in this world. You can joke about me. You can joke about my family. You can joke about who I am as a person. It really depends on me and how I take it, right? Or if you come for me, I come for you. No. There was no reason for that. I kind of lost where I was going. American militias, the militias, like, just picture the video. Like, do they have like a recruitment statement? Like American militias, do they have a recruitment? Is there an initiation? Like, what kind of initiation would there be for an American militia? You have to pull a pin in a grenade, hold it for 5 seconds, closed, and then throw it. Well, you have to hold it as long as you can and then throw it, and if you survive, you're in. It's fucked up, because if you, in that initiation, if you didn't learn how to count, or if your count's off by 1 second, you blow everybody up. 1, 2, what comes after 2? That joke was equally dark. Don't know why all of a sudden that's becoming the focus. Now I'm just like, okay, well, let's see where we can go with this one. American militias. What does American militia, what does that mean? Like, what are you part of? Do you consider yourself a brotherhood? Do you consider yourself a sisterhood? Do you consider yourself a transhood? Like, what do you... Can anybody be in a militia? Right? Like I'm really just thinking about it. Like, if I'm just thinking, like, like in a like, can there be a trans militia? Like, even the weapons are in transition. One day you get shot, one day you get hit with a stick. It's their freedom to choose. Like, what kind of militias are there? Let's be honest. Let's ask the question. What do these militias entail? Is it easy to tell them apart? Is Monday's militia the same as Thursday's militia? Because I'll tell you what, people get tired around Wednesday. And I don't know if they're putting the same effort. Like, what is it like to be in a militia? Is it similar to boot camp, but way softer? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care that much. I mean, most of the people that were in the militia, though, they were actually previous service members. So all I want to see is how many were dishonorably discharged. Imagine it was like over 90%. So yeah, basically, if you're dishonorably discharged, you're automatically inducted into the hierarchy of a militia. There's a militia waiting for you. So it's like, oh, you failed at real service, but we still got some pseudo service for you. It's like the Army. Army-ish. Platoon-esque. You know what I'm saying? What is a militia like? I imagine it to be probably scary sometimes, or sometimes maybe fun, but like an American militia? Oh, all I can think of is American militia definitely has donuts. The American... Even if it's a war room council, you've got donuts. Let's face it. This is America. And not little donuts, like the big ones. Sugar covered and shit. Oh my God. You know how many Boston cream donuts go to American militia meetings? Krispy Kreme donuts or Tim Hortons is killing it. Killing it. You know how ridiculous this sounds? But you've got to admit, it's America. Alright? They're fighting for the right to have juicy cheeseburgers with a flag and a goddamn eagle in the background. Drink. I think I just came up with a new slogan for America. And even for vegetarians, they're fighting for the goddamn right to eat a veggie burger with an eagle flaring his wings next to an American flag. Drink. New vegetarian brew. We'll come up with all that. We'll come up with all that shit. American militias. Oh my God, what like... American militia. What do the American militias historians be like? What do they like have records of only the Civil War? Or you have to have accurate records of, if you're in an American militia, you have to have accurate records of Star Trek and every battle inside of that one. You have to know Star Wars front to back, and you have to be a contributing member to the current fan trivia club of Battlestar Galactica. You gotta be. Those are the 3 things you need to know before you can be a strategist in an American militia. It's given.